What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy JD Trades, and I'm bringing you another market update. As always, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on that post notifications to get notified whenever I post a new video. Guys, it helps the channel grow, and of course, helps me create more content for you guys. So, today, let's take a look at the dollar, let's take a look at gold, let's take a look at Euro USD and Bitcoin. Right, guys, if you are someone that is looking for trade ideas, trade analysis, trade setups, okay, feel free to join my Telegram. Link is in the description box of any of my videos down below. Let's just get straight into it. All right, cool. So the dollar yesterday, we did in fact finish a bullish day on the dollar. We didn't get that low swept as I expected. We do have a bit of divergence between the DXY and Euro USD. Okay, and I'll show you that in a moment. Right now, the DXY did not take out its low, but however, Euro USD did. Now today, realistically, in terms of price action, I wouldn't really be too expecting price to either rally or to come down. We may get another quiet day, but we do have retail sales data coming out later and core retail sales coming out data for June today. So that's definitely going to have an impact on what the dollar is going to do exactly. So, there's still liquidity resting beneath these lows, but if we do pull up higher, we do have higher areas above to look for those potential entries to go short on most of the majors. All right, next up, let's take a look at GBP USD and we'll come back to Euro USD. So the monthly picture for GU is very key, okay, because this monthly high here of 1.31424 is very, very appealing. Okay, looks very, very appealing. It looks like this is going to be our next target for price to head up to take out that high. Okay, now from a daily perspective, we do have this daily candle to work inside of. I'm just going to remind you everything that I posted in my previous video. Okay, so yeah, this daily area is the first target area to look for an entry. At the moment, we can see the swing that I'm working with. We can either get a reaction out of this daily area first, or of course head down lower to more discounted prices to then accumulate long entries to the upside. But we'll see how this progresses for the rest of today, especially with we have to look at the backside of the retail moves or the retail data that comes out today and see how that wants to potentially affect price. Next up is Euro USD. So as I said to you guys earlier, EU has in fact taken out its daily high. Well, it's reverse picture. Okay, so EU is actually taking out the liquidity, however the DXY hasn't. Okay, so we do have a little bit of divergence between the two. Now in terms of this setup here, we've had at the low of this move, we had a pretty decent entry for around 40-ish pips, okay, off of the setup that I gave you guys on Sunday. Now we can see here that we've had a play taking out this high, we've dropped down lower. Now the first area is always going to be this imbalance. See if we can work inside this daily candle, but we'll see the imbalance area first. Now when we do look at this from the lower time frame, from the 1 hour, from the 4 hour, it's not really screaming out to me in terms of something that is progressive. That's why I'm really anticipating the retail sales data that is going to come out later this afternoon and see how price wants to react off of the back of that. And then we can work to see if prices may want to head down lower and look for a potential entry maybe on the 15-minute or the half hour. Okay, but for the time being, let's leave this work, let's leave this print, and then we'll come back to it later on this afternoon and then look for some entries. Guys, those entries, those chart analysis, those setups are going to be posted inside of my Telegram. Link is in the description box down below. If you are enjoying this video so far and any of my market update videos, join my Telegram. It's completely free and there's a lot more content on there. Next up is Bitcoin, or should we do gold? Let's do gold first. Okay, so with gold, we had the setup. Okay, early doors, my pre-market open. I'm always going to have my targets for the week ahead and to see exactly what price wants to do beforehand the market opens. Okay, now this 8-hour area was the key area looking for gold to pull back to and continue to push up higher to create the all-time highs. That was the first area, the more ideal area. However, I also did mention this 1 hour area down below that this can play, price can play into this and then accumulate longs from there, because we may not have a deep enough retracement. It might be a shallow one, similar to the one that we had here, to be honest with you, before we get that continuation to the upside. And in fact, even this picture here, guys, pardon me, guys, this picture here looks very, very similar, right? Looks very, 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 very similar to this picture down beneath here. Okay. All right. So in terms of yesterday, we were looking for some short moves to, of course, test that 8-hour area. However, we've seen price turn around, and I'm going to release a video out for you guys to watch where it's about understanding your bias, okay, and understanding how important it is to be adaptable to the current market conditions and being able to take advantage of potential setups when they are forming. Okay, so I was able to catch a 200 pip move to the upside off of gold. Okay, this chart analysis was posted inside of the Telegram. Link is in the description down below. All right, so for gold, there really isn't any immediate setup. It's just rallying. Looks poised for all-time highs. So we'll see if the dollar wants to weaken. If the dollar does weaken, then this should continue to push higher. We may see gold at 24.50 at some point today. Who knows? All right, next up is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we are in a pullback phase, in my honest, humble opinion. Okay, looking at this from the weekly perspective, Bitcoin can pull up, as high as 65K and still drop lower, right? For the time being, price has just worked inside this weekly imbalance here. Now I'm expecting this to continue to drop. I don't believe this is the move to start rallying. The only thing that's actually given a little bit of weight, okay, is the daily time frame and the 4-hour time frame. And the main reason why I say this is because these time frames have in fact broken structure to the upside, so these time frames are now bullish. However, as we know, the higher the time frame, the more significant it is. So it pays you dues to pay attention to the higher time frame over the lower time frame. But let's just see how this wants to accumulate, because as we know, Bitcoin is heavily influenced fundamentally, okay, not just technically. Okay, so for the time being, I am looking for lower prices on most of the crypto market, at least for a pullback, and see whether price wants to continue higher or it wants to drop lower off of the weekly picture. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as I said before. The link to my Telegram is in the description box down below of this video. And as always, remember the theory behind the practice, and I'll see you in the next one.